Ashley. Yep, that's me.
And me. Ashley.
Ashley.
What's up, sis?
Oh, you know, just out here living life.
I hear that. OMG.
What?
I feel like as people that sit on this mic and talk, there's something that I feel like the people need to know that I think we already put into play.
Okay.
Are you ready?
Let's tell the people.
The caption says, my top 9 conversation tidbits to spice up the story I'm telling.
She said it couldn't be me. I said, well, riddle me this then. Okay, because...
Okay. Riddle me this.
Riddle me this.
Riddle me this is grabbing you in immediately.
Yeah, tell me, what is it?
Riddle me what?
Yeah.
So I show up, unbeknownst to me, whole time she there. Long story short, I tell her, okay.
So, long story short.
Long story short to me is the longest story I'm ever going to hear.
And sometimes I'd be like, short story, less long.
Yeah.
Because this was a short story.
But I'm making it long.
Stretching this bitch.
Short
Story, less long. Because I'm
Less
still
long.
going to tell it long.
Yeah.
But less long.
Yeah. You say long story short
All the time.
all the time.
Because it's the way if you feel like someone's tuning out. You're like, okay, all right, long story short. Because I'm like, come back.
I'm losing you. I'm losing you. I see that. But come here.
Long story short, I'm
Long
almost
story
done.
short, I'm almost done. I swear. That's you.
At the end of the day, 1 + 1 = 2. You do the math.
You do the math.
So
it's
now,
wild.
now it's your story.
Yeah. You do the math.
Yeah.
What you think? Make it make sense.
Make it make sense.
I said, whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And here's the kicker. She's pregnant.
And here's the kicker.
And here's the kicker is nasty work. Because you thought you had heard the kicker maybe, but now there's something worse.
I said, you was at the location, Ergo. His house, bitch. I'm not stupid. She said, I told you that. Now, granted.
Now
You didn't
granted.
tell me that, but...
Now granted, I da-da-da-da.
Now,
You'd
granted-
be like, oh, now you got the full story. Now granted, I did kick in his door prior, but that didn't mean he had to snatch me up like that. That's wild.
I said all this to say,
I said all
just be
this.
real. Am I right? Like,
I'm just saying, I said all this to say, even if you miss a little bit or whatever,
I said all this to say.
there's a bigger,
Damn,
grander,
that's real good.
wild point.
Wild.
Bro, the top 9 conversation tidbits to spice up the story.
she said it couldn't be me. I said, well, riddle me this then. Okay, because so I show up, unbeknownst to me, whole time she there. Long story short, I tell her, okay. At the end of the day, 1 + 1 = 2. You do the math. I'm about to whoop-de-whoop-de-whoop. And here's the kicker. She's pregnant. I said, you was at the location, Ergo. His house, bitch. I'm not stupid. She said, I told you that. Now, granted, she did tell me that, but I said all this to say, just be real. Am I right? Like,
Ashley, when I saw that clip,
Yeah.
I laughed at how stories.
Accurate. You're a storyteller, and you probably use all of those.
Bitch, when he said, riddle me this. Oh, no, he said, unbeknownst to me.
Unbeknownst to me.
Because that's when it gets deep. Like, oh, you
Yeah.
didn't know?
I didn't know
No.
this whole time. Unbeknownst to me. Now you do the math.
You deliver the kicker and then ask them to do the math?
That's funny.
So good.
So
When
good.
saw
I like that.
And the caption was, my top 9 conversation tidbits to spice up the story I'm telling.
Every time.
The caption says, honorable mentions. However, whole time.
However, whole time is wild.
Because you're like, what? So all that you told me and some more?
However, whole time.
Honestly, you could drop the however. Give me that,
Whole time. Whole time this was.
No, I've been listening the whole time. So you mean
Yeah.
to tell me
Nah.
plus this? Last one that he said we didn't chat on was, be that as that may. I'm about to give you my opinion.
He said ergo.
Oh, yeah, he did say ergo.
What does ergo even mean, though?
I have no idea. Anyways,
So, Ash,
what's up,
we
girl?
got a big date coming up pretty soon.
I I mean, me and my man do dates regularly.
That's cutesy for you. I'm talking about your birthday.
Oh, you didn't get the memo.
What? We're not celebrating?
It's not happening this year.
Oh, say less, sis.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is the age in which you also decided that you were not aging anymore. So I've decided that
Run
must
it
be what
back.
happens. If I celebrate my birthday, it will be very minimal.
Yeah.
I would prefer a very nice gift.
That's how you want it to be. Cutesy. Very demure. Very mindful.
Very mindful,
Small.
but very expensive.
But very expensive. But below the budget. Just on me and you.
Just
in
keep it
this
small.
house.
Keep it cute. It's not even really as much about the age. It's like my mom killed birthdays for me as a child.
Oh,
She like killed them.
okay.
And I think that as an adult, I tried to maintain those expectations. And the reality is it's not real.
No.
And I'm actually so tired of trying to
Yeah.
do something that it's
Yeah.
like, you're forced. It's almost like when you get to a certain age, you're like, I don't really want to be at the club. Like, this is a
No.
force.
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel like, okay, you're trying to force something that happens. Nothing ever happens.
We're
but-
also getting to the age where people have their own lives and children, and it's hard to get like a group trip together. It's hard to do a lot of things that maybe would be of interest to you for your birthday.
Yes, but I think because I don't have those things and I extend myself for
Yeah,
people,
you don't like it.
but also understanding I don't have the same responsibilities.
Yeah.
So it's not like I'm upset or angry. It's just like I do it and it literally has never been returned
Yeah.
at the same level that I offer
We
it.
went to Cuba.
That was almost a decade ago. And also because everybody wanted to go to Cuba because the borders had been open.
It was a special time. I don't
remember you couldn't get
I
into
don't
Cuba
remember.
prior to that.
Oh,
you
we
could
were
never
like some of
visit
the
it.
first to ever do
Yeah.
it. Oh, that's cutesy for us. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm glad that I have that because that was a milestone birthday
Mm-hmm.
and I do have that memory. The second piece of it is I myself am starting to feel burnt out on birthdays.
Mm-hmm.
So I saw something the other day online that was like, if I heart your birthday story, that's me saying happy birthday. I am so tired. I can't lie to you. I skipped 4 people's birthdays in the past week, included. And I looked at the story that said, oh, it's my birthday. And I was like, and it's wild to not have the energy to just type the comment, happy birthday emoji face. But it's like once you start, if I see someone's on Monday morning, then I see someone's Monday afternoon, then I see someone's Monday night. And then at 12 o'clock, it's the person's that birthday turned at midnight. I feel obliged then because I did it earlier to just say happy birthday to everybody. Well, what's worse is then when it's your birthday and everybody is saying happy birthday and now you feel obliged to answer. And it's just like, maybe if I stop telling people happy birthday, they'll stop reaching out to me.
Yeah.
And I won't have to do all this.
Yeah.
So I'm actively this week going to do my
Yeah.
best to not post that it's my birthday.
You are. You don't have like a hot post where you're going to be like, another trip around the sun, feeling so blessed. And then you're going to post like really good pictures of yourself.
I feel you on that one idea, I guess, because then you're just like responding to the comments. I don't want to repost 100 people that are making Instagram stories for me.
No.
That's
And
the one
honestly,
thing I don't want to do.
I hate that.
I know, but don't you feel slightly obliged?
Yeah, like if people do a post for you, like to repost it. And I'm not even gonna lie, like sometimes it'll be someone's birthday and they'll repost like 50 stories of people that posted them on their thing. And I'd be like, on my birthday, I'm lucky to get 4 or 5.
You're not the person that shares birthday posts.
Yeah, it'd be like you and Anna, and that's maybe what I'm getting.
But that's my point.
Yeah.
On mine, it'd be some people I haven't heard from in years. And I'm like, but you know what? This person was absolutely shocked to hear from me on their birthday.
Yeah.
But I sent the message.
Yeah.
And this is why now they're taking the ugliest picture from 22 years ago of me
hate that
to
for
post
us.
on my birthday.
Yeah, no,
Now, I will be honest with you. It is a good feeling
it is.
to feel thought about and to be celebrated and all of that.
Yeah.
It is. But it starts to become overwhelming.
Yeah.
The other part is I have done this before where I waited to the end of the day to repost just to see who actually knew it was my birthday.
I know, because I'm not gonna lie. There is a mom friend of mine that it was her 40th birthday. We've been talking about it. She was like telling me where she was gonna do it. I was like, oh, that sounds so much fun. RSVP'd, all the things. Totally forgot. Her party was last night.
And you
didn't
still haven't
see
said
until-
nothing.
Oh no, I ate it up. And not only did I eat it up, I took it off of Instagram. I saw her reposting all the birthday shit and I was like, I forgot. I could just respond, but I was like, damn, I'm a text her and be like, I'm so sorry. It totally slipped my mind. I had to send her a whole post. She was like, thank you. I was like,
Yeah. Yeah.
well,
Exactly.
I did my part.
Yeah. So I feel like thank you for acknowledging my big date.
Yeah.
You are someone I expect to acknowledge it. Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. If you don't mind, don't put ratchet happy birthday on my shit.
It's your
Birthday. I don't want it. I don't want.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Bad bitch contest. You in first place.
No, I don't. It's your birthday, girl. It's your birthday. You know it's your birthday. It's
Yeah,
your birthday,
no.
girl. Like, okay.
It'd be the same shit.
It's the same songs. And honestly, quite honestly, nobody picks the best photos of me anyway. They pick the photos that they look good in. It's
I
like
don't know. I think if I did it, I'll just go to like the podcast page. Those are equally loved photos. Would you say?
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yes, big date this week, but also
Low key.
Yeah.
Low key in it this year.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna keep it low key.
Okay. I liked the year where you went and played golf. That wasn't last year. That was the year before.
It's pretty much every year. Last year
Yeah.
I went back to the Bahamas with my mom, but before then,
Right. Yeah.
we went to the Bahamas
That's
and
when
played
I got
golf.
you. You were at a hotel and I got you the massage, but it was the weird massage.
Turnberry, yeah. And
That's
actually,
funny.
this is the perfect place to insert that clip. If you have never heard the story about how Ashley got me a lymphatic drainage massage in which the woman never touched my body, here you
I
go.
wanted my money back.
Here you go. Dropping it right here. Girl, for my birthday, you got me that massage.
I did.
I'm not sure you knew what you got
I
me.
didn't. What was it? It looked
I
good
didn't
on the
know-
menu.
I also didn't know what you got me until
Yeah.
I got there.
Okay.
So I show up to the spa and they're like, okay, great. This is actually not a part of the spa. It's a part of the holistic clinic upstairs. I was like,
Why is it on the menu?
that's how I felt. So I was like, oh, okay, no problem. They're like, okay, well, drop your stuff here and then the woman from upstairs will come and get you. So I drop all my things and she comes and she's like, oh, nice to meet you. I'm Dr. So-and-so, blah, blah, blah. I'm so excited to do your treatment. I'm like, okay, great. So I lay on the table and she's like, okay, so this treatment doesn't involve any touching. Bro,
I want my money back. I want my money back. What do you mean she didn't touch you not once?
Bro, not one
It
time.
was supposed to be lymphatic or something.
That's what I thought too. So what she has is a glass light, literally look like a light bulb on like a long tube. And she runs the light over your body. And wherever the glass gets stuck, that means there's like buildup there. But they don't like rub it hard. She just runs it over.
That was like $200 and something
Not
dollars.
just- it was not a cheap massage.
No.
Please believe. I know. Listen. So I'm laying there and she's just running a light bulb over my body. No bullshit.
I'm sick
no
right now.
heat.
Like I am sick. Why
Sis-
would you even do that? I
Sis,
think
no heat, no nothing, just a light bulb. Just imagine.
for how long did you lay there and have that done to you?
90 minutes. Sis, come here.
Not 90.
Sis, come here. Give me your. No, maybe it was a 90-minute treatment, so 60 minutes was this part. Sis, look.
No, I do
But do you
this.
see how you're?
I have the thing that I use on my face.
That's it. That's what she did on my whole body, right? So like when she would hit a thing, she'd be like, "Oh, your toxins are stored up right here."
Bitch, then rub them out, ho. Like, what are we talking about? I just wish she would have called me because I would have called those people. Like, this said lymphatic massage. Like, what the actual?
Her hands never touched my body.
I'm sorry.
Not one time. The light touched my body and the dry brush touched
The fact
me.
that you've waited this long to tell me this is problematic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That is hilarious.
funny.
But I have shared that story often, particularly with other people that I get lymphatic massages with.
Like-
I've asked them, have they ever heard of this tactic? And every time they're
That
like,
was a lazy bitch, and they stole my money, and I'm still mad about it. I would have lost my mind.
sis, I was convinced that this was just how it was starting because, you know, sometimes
Yeah.
they'll start your massage
Yeah.
like dry.
Yeah, and they'll start kind of like feeling out things like, and then they'll get to work. She never got to
She
work.
never got to work. But what she did do after, which is key to a drainage massage, she made me drink a bottle of water and then put me in like a hot sauna wrap
Yeah.
to sweat the toxins out.
The other thing was you did learn some things about your body
Yeah.
and like detoxing and all of
Yeah,
that.
the Himalayan salt spray, where my lymph nodes was, getting
Yeah.
rid of that Donna Karan deodorant that smells so
So
good.
good. I still keep it. I just don't use it like every
Can I tell
day.
you when I use it?
When?
After you take like a whole bath
Masca.
before bed, like
I
whatever.
feel like, I'm about to get some.
Yeah, so look how good I smell.
Look.
Yeah. But anyhow, so I'm in Spain.
Okay.
And reading the menu is like a little bit hard for the spa. But I see drainage and hot wrap, which to me is a lymphatic massage and then going in the hot wrap. I went to that massage. They opened a door. They just put me in a wrap. I was in a wrap for 30 minutes. That was my full service.
And how much did you pay?
Over $200.
I want my money back.
Yeah. And I went right to the front desk and I was like, look, obviously there was a misunderstanding.
Yeah. Ain't no way.
There's no way I would have paid $320 to sit in a sauna wrap when you guys have the 5-step.
Yeah.
I could go cold tub, plunge
Yeah.
pool,
What are we
sauna.
talking about?
Why would I just go sit
So what
in
happened?
a wrap? And she's like, oh, I understand, blah, blah. We don't have any available appointments. But the normal to use the 5-step services would be this much. We're going to give you access to go and do that.
Okay. Thanks.
But also no thanks.
I know. Did you do it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went and sat in the sauna for like 10 minutes in a
Yeah.
steam room and then I like plunge showered and got out of there. But it reminded me so much of that experience for my birthday that you got me.
Because that was like around the time when I just experienced lymphatic massages and I was like, these are great.
Yes.
And then I remember you were there and I was like, I'm going to get her a massage. And then I saw that and I'm like, done, easy, this is it. Nah, not it.
She got us.
Not the same. That's funny.
Anyways, that's this week coming up. How was your week last week?
You know, my weeks be weekend. One thing this week is, you know, like obviously I brought that astrologer Darren on the podcast. So I have an interest in astrology. It's like mid at best.
Yeah.
But this week, what I realized is that this whole time when I've been doing my like astrology, like birth charts and all that,
Yeah.
I said that I was born at 9:34 a.m., which is what time my mom told me. I actually found my birth certificate and I was born at 9:38, which sounds crazy, but it actually makes a difference. I believe in God,
Of course.
but I also believe that God planned for us to be born at the exact time that we were born at. And so I believe sometimes this stuff aligns with just who we are and who God has made us to be. So I redid my birth chart this week and I use the pattern app. Do you know the pattern app?
I have the pattern.
Yeah.
app.
So I really like the pattern app. And I think the most interesting thing about astrology is like I'm a Leo.
Yep.
So like I know I'm a Leo.
Okay.
But if you do your birth chart, you'll find what they call your ascendant sign. And that is basically how other people view you or what you show to the world. And that to me is interesting.
Yeah. I'm an Aquarius. What is that? That's my...
Your sun.
So your main astrology sign is your sun sign. Mm-hmm. Your ascending sign is the way that the world receives you.
Yeah. So basically, like this says, my sun is in Leo. So I'm a Leo, right?
Got it.
The sun determines your ego, identity, and role in life.
Okay.
So that's basically who you are at the core,
Yep.
let's say.
Yep.
But then your ascendant is the mask that you present to the world or to people. So that's how people view you.
Yeah.
And then the other interesting thing is your moon, because your moon rules your emotions, moods, and feelings, which is major. What I found was in the pattern app, you can do like compatibility with your friends. And
I want to do it.
okay.
Okay, so I just added you.
Okay.
And it says, you and Ashley
Yeah.
are trained conductors using a half-remembered language to communicate on a journey across a barren desert.
That's how I feel every day with you. That's exactly what this podcast is.
How the did they just put
Where
that?
do you see this?
Look at this. You and An style are trained conductors using a half-remembered language to communicate on a journey across a barren desert.
That's
Bitch, we
wild.
could die. We out here half-ass figuring this out.
Yeah. And that's basically what our podcast is. We've always told you guys we are not experts. We're just trying to figure this shit out.
Can you see if yours says it? It's
You and Dear Young Queen are a creative and expressive pair. You balance each other out since you're split on the pole of the self versus the collective. There is potential for ego clashes.
bitch, this shit just read the out of you.
Me?
It says Ashley North should stop dating people who have no personality aside from being tall and dressing well.
You're lying.
Ashley
Ashley Weatherspoon, you're lying. I don't even believe you. Don't. I don't want to do
Ashley?
it. I'm not.
That shit just read you to the filth. That I have nothing to do. What?
People who have no person.
Ashley, they just read you to filth.
That's nasty work.
But all mine, yours said about me was that we're a perfect creative too. You got to be in the
where's
wrong
that?
section.
I'm in the wrong section. I want to read you to filth, bitch. I know it say something else.
That's all it's telling you about me because I'm really that girl.
No, it's further.
I'm really that girl.
It wasn't in that part.
Yes, it is. It's right here. I'm on the homepage. Look,
Let me see yours.
homepage. She want to see my phone like she gonna read something different.
Hold on.
That's nuts.
Nuts.
Oh, it looks the same, huh?
Well, why don't I have they should stop dating?
Because I don't need to stop dating right now. It's
You-
not my season. Because, the pattern is about different patterns in life. You're in a pattern right now where it's obviously telling you to cut people off. I'm in a pattern where I need...
Smooth sailing?
Yeah, right now. Now, that doesn't mean it won't be my pattern in 3 months or 6 months.
I don't believe this to be true.
That's fine. So you don't believe it to be true. We shouldn't actually read our friendship pattern either. You can't pick and choose.
No, I'm just saying I want to see what you should stop dating. My life is in shambles. Okay. That's wild though, honestly.
Okay, so I got a little
Anyways.
friendship report on us.
Okay.
So our sun, which is our main sign, it says you are sister signs. A perfect match.
Exactly.
Since your signs are exactly opposite from each other in the zodiac. In this case, you're both creative, independent, and expressive, but also able to balance each other out since you're split on pole of the self versus the collective, which is
Yeah.
what you shared. If you're not in sync, there's potential for great ego clashes.
Yeah.
So my moon looks like both of our moons are in Scorpio.
Yeah. And that's our feelings and emotions and all that.
So you both have moon in Scorpio, meaning your emotional self is intense, passionate, and a bit dramatic.
Oh, tell us about
It's
it.
giving the truth.
I'm so dramatic.
You both have trouble opening up and letting other people in and try to keep your intense, darker emotions private. You both find it difficult to trust others, which means your
Period.
powers of perception may manifest in suspicion and controlling tendencies. Will not confirm nor deny.
Yeah.
You can instinctively empathize with each other's moods and feelings,
Yeah.
which I agree.
I agree too.
So Venus, it determines how and what you love.
Yeah.
So mine is in Sagittarius, but yours is in Cancer. Oh my God. I don't know this to be true, but I know it to be true.
What?
It says you find it difficult to express love for each other and have to do some work to make the other feel loved.
Us.
Yeah.
To each other.
I think that we show love in form of support.
Yeah.
But
neither one of us are necessarily like expressive lovers.
I'm not. Yeah. Our Mars. That's the planet of aggression.
Oh. I already know we're different.
No.
We're not?
Our passion and sexuality are extremely compatible.
Well, I'm not having sex with you, bro.
Jupiter is one of the 2 social planets. It rules idealism, optimism, and expansion. It's also very philosophical. Mine is in Pisces, yours is in Scorpio. The ways that we grow and dream are aligned and make intuitive sense to each other.
Yeah. I believe that.
And I think our last one is our Saturn,
What's that?
the other social planet.
Oh, okay.
I'm in Sagittarius and you're in Libra. So you were in Pisces and now you're in Libra.
Mm-hmm.
Your struggles are similar and you likely can help each other work through them.
Facts.
So what made you pick the pattern app back up?
It was the girl who was doing my makeup.
Oh, she was like an astrology galley.
Yeah, but I can't even remember how it started. But I think sometimes like people who are into it, they'll be like, well, what sign are you? And you'll be like, oh, and they'll be like, oh, that makes sense. That's why da. Have you had your birth chart? Oh, have you done your something sign? Oh, well, you got to sign up for this. Da. And I was like, oh, I have that actually.
Yeah.
I just haven't been on it. So then Chase was there. And she was like, well, I want to know mine. So then I was like, shoot, I can't remember exactly what time you were born. So then I went looking for her birth certificate where I found my birth certificate where then I found that my time was off.
Your birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you. I find it very intriguing.
It's intriguing.
The one thing that my mom said to me when I was younger and like I was trying to get into it, that like really f***ed me up,
Yeah.
is like if somebody says something generic enough, it'll fit.
Yeah.
I wonder if you do like how we just partnered us as friends. If you do you with your daughters, what would happen?
I should do that.
Yeah.
I'm going to dive into that as soon as I get in bed tonight.
Ooh. Maybe if you read, you'll fall asleep. Oh, we have a Dear Young Queen meme of the week.
Dear Young Queen, meme of the week. Dun, 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 dun. What was in that?
That's not the song. It's been so long.
Wow. Mind blowing.
Again.
That mind blow emoji is very active.
Active.
So there's a Dear Young Queen meme of the week that now I feel like maybe something that I can relate to that I haven't in the past.
Okay, let's talk, sis.
I saw it on at Dear Young Queen on Instagram. It says, I'm single, so shoot your shot. But I'm also a little slow, so throw the ball at my head. And that's how I feel like if it's not a very clear shot, I'm missing it.
I 1000% agree with you. But what's wild is that meme sounds like the shots you want to hit you.
Yeah.
You miss the shots that I know you want to avoid.
Yeah. I'd be like, psh.
No. You don't realize there's shots being fired at you.
Oh, like genuinely.
Like they're flirting or they want to take you out or whatever. You think like, oh, I'm just being cool. And it's like, sis, huh? He wants more than that. What are you doing? Why are you calling him back at 11 p.m.? Now he believes that you're interested.
Yeah, you're right. There's a little bit of naivety
Yeah.
to me in the space that I'm in.
Yeah.
I would agree.
For instance, perfect example.
Yeah.
When we went to drop Chase off at swimming in Brentwood the other day.
Yeah.
When her swimming coach is like walking to the car to like come and get her, she's like, ooh. And I'm like, why are you saying ooh? And she literally leans forward to the passenger side of the car and tells me, it's because he likes mommy. And it's like, she's all of 8, sis.
Yeah.
The idea that the 8-year-old is picking up on it and you're like, oh, what? No. But also it's kind of like you don't realize by missing the shot
Yeah.
that you're giving them space. Like, oh, okay, I could push a little more next time.
So, I mean, as someone who has dated a lot and probably avoided a lot of shots, like what's your best avoidant tactics? Like, let's say you run into someone and they're like, oh, it was great seeing you last night. Would love to take you to dinner. I actually have an exact
Great,
text.
let's do it.
So it says, would love to take you to dinner if you're open to it. If not, no worries. We're cool either way. And like me, I just ignore it. Like I just don't respond
Yeah.
because now I'm uncomfortable.
Hey, honestly, I don't think it's best to mix this relationship.
Okay.
Think you're great, but know the boundaries.
Aggressive.
No, it's clear. Why is that aggressive?
For me, it's
very
just like
clear.
ignore you.
Which does what?
Put me in a predicament.
And make you feel uncomfortable because now you got to go be around someone you just ignored a text message from.
You're right.
Versus when you show up, it's like he's embarrassed and don't want to feel that way. And so now he'll be cool.
Have you really said that to someone and how did it work out for you?
Yeah. I've definitely been like, hey, I don't think now is a good time for me.
Yeah.
Hey, I say something that makes it like, this is where you have to draw the line, because it's like,
you're doing too much. Know your role.
they don't really do it like this anymore. But when you were younger, it'd be like the guy that's always like, "Oh, where my hug at? Where my hug at?"
Yeah,
Like,
so
where my-
I don't want to
I
touch
don't
you.
want to do this.
Yeah,
Why you keep asking me?
uncomfortable.
But until I'm like, bro, we dap up and make it a joke.
Yeah.
He's gonna keep asking for the hug.
Yeah.
You know what I'm trying to say?
I'm better in person. It's something about text. I just feel like, or I'll just ignore you.
Yeah, that's an easy out. Listen, I've definitely just ignored it and acknowledge it. But that's for a type of personality that doesn't push.
Yeah.
I feel like, you're like, oh my God, he's so cool. He just thinks I'm so great. Like, he doesn't just think you're so great, sis. He wants more. But because friendships were as far as your relationships ever went.
Yeah, that's true. I'm comfortable being in a space where I don't feel like men are trying me, because it's like, oh, they know. But now
Correct.
they know that I'm actually single,
And they're trying.
but I still don't receive
And you
it.
don't got to be everybody's friends or protect their feelings. These need to know out here, sis.
Let these know. That is funny.
I put up a meme this week that actually did really well also.
Uh-huh.
If I shoot my shot and you block it, but the ball rolls into your friend's court,
Don't be mad.
mind your business.
You know what? I would say in general that men are probably worse at this than women.
I would agree. I
Like,
agree 1,000%.
Don't you think men are more like prideful, like, oh, well, I talked to her. They're going to have some slick shit to say.
Yeah, women will dead go to the grave that they have had sex with someone that you've dealt with.
Exactly.
Not me, but women
Yeah.
will. I recently had this experience. I have a homegirl that is full on marrying someone that I dealt with.
What?
And I had to tell her.
Oh my God.
I didn't tell you I told her?
You did.
Yeah, I had to.
What did you say?
So basically,
I didn't even think about that.
yeah, I had to. There was no way around this. When I first saw that they were dating, in my mind, as someone that knows them both, I never imagined it lasting.
Right.
I really
To
just,
be honest.
I didn't see the
TBH.
I saw why they would like each other, but I think long-term goals, I didn't think they were aligned. So I felt like whatever. So I kept it shut.
Yeah.
Well, then when she got engaged, she didn't quite like announce it like a big engagement. She just started wearing a ring. So I was like, is she engaged?
And you're like,
Well, then like a few weeks later, she decided to announce it. And when she announced it, I did not feel like at my core I could congratulate her knowing that I had knowing that I had had an intimate relationship with him.
yeah.
So I didn't.
So I just minded my business.
Just minded my business.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't see it. I didn't see it.
I
I
don't
didn't
know
see
what
it.
you're
Pineapple.
talking about.
Pineapple. I want out of this.
Yeah.
So another month or so goes by. And it's like, but I actually like you. And you are my friend.
Yeah.
And at some point, it's going to look weird that I'm not congratulating you.
Yeah.
So I acted surprised. I was like, oh my God, girl, are you engaged? She went, oh my God, yes. I was like, oh my God, this is great. You have to call me.
Yeah.
No problem. I'll call you a few minutes. She never called.
Oh. Well,
I tried.
you tried.
I tried.
Yeah.
So I let another few weeks go by because, like, what am I supposed to do?
I don't know.
Well, then I needed to ask her a question. Like, I have to talk to you. And I can't talk to you without acknowledging your engagement. So now
We're going to have the
we
conversation.
gotta have the conversation.
So what happened?
So I was like, hey, girl, I FaceTimed her so that, like, we can, I want you to see my face. I don't want
Yeah.
you to be on the phone feeling a way about
Yeah.
it. Like,
Yeah.
I don't have no bad intentions here.
At all.
I
Period.
just didn't think you needed to know it, but now you're getting married and you need to know.
Crazy.
So
escalated quickly.
really fast. So I'm like, hey, girl, blah, blah. Oh my God, congratulations. Let me see the ring. She starts talking about it. She shows me. I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, girl, you know, I've been trying to talk to you because I wanted to celebrate with you, but I felt a little bit fraud. And when you first started dating him, I wasn't sure how far the relationship was going. And because our relationship didn't really mean anything, and we still have a friendship that is not at all romantic,
Yeah.
I didn't feel like it was necessary. But if you're going to marry him,
You should not.
I cannot sit at your wedding, nor can you invite me and find out later.
Nasty.
I'm not a true person if I do that. So I want to let you know I talked to him from this time period to this time period. It was short-lived. As someone that knows us both, you can see that we're very clearly not compatible. We have zero bad blood. If I saw him in the street, he would be like, yo!
Yeah.
If I saw him in the street, I'd be like, yo! Like,
Yeah.
it is
Nothing.
clean. I want you to know I'm very happy for you.
Yeah.
I see where you guys could be a match, and I just had to let you know.
And what'd she say?
She said, oh, bitch, I've been known.
Oh, well, there you go.
I said, what? She said, yeah, girl, remember when we went to that concert in January? I was already dating him then, and he saw all the pictures and videos that we posted, and he told me.
Oh, okay. Well, good for him.
So I held off on all this.
And she already knew.
So cut to me chit-chatting with a mutual friend. I'm telling the mutual friend, I was like, yo, I had to have a tough conversation with her. She was like, why? And I was like, well, I dealt with him, da-da-da-da-da-da. She was like, bitch, me too.
Ain't no way.
I haven't even said shit to her yet. I keep looking at the ring, nervous. I can't congratulate her because I don't want to be a fraud.
Yeah.
And he dated someone else that I knew, and he told her. So chances are he might have already told her, just like he told on me. So this ball rolled to my court, her court, 3 different courts.
He's telling everybody.
And as women, we're not communicating, but as the man, he's like, oh yeah, her and her and her and her. And by the way, which he should do as her partner.
That's what I was going to say. That's what you would want from your partner, to be transparent. Like if I'm hanging out with a bitch and you better damn well tell me that.
I know, but do you think you could have done what my friend did and maintained the friendship knowing it?
Ain't no way.
Yeah. If I knew that you did this and you went a month without congratulating me,
Nah.
but she didn't. She's a good person.
Yeah.
She really,
She understood it meant nothing.
bigger than that, she knows who her partner is.
Yeah. She knows this done his things.
He lives his life.
Yeah. And ultimately, yes, your friends should be forthright with you, but like I think your partner trumps that. So it's actually amazing that he did that. And that makes me feel confident in a partner, like if he's doing that. So good for him, good for her.
Now,
Bad for you.
bad for me. It was fine. But can I tell you worse for my homegirl that now I know has a situation and still hasn't told her?
Yeah, what's she gonna do?
She feel like he gonna tell anyways if he hasn't, so it.
She's keeping quiet. It's giving zipped. It's giving not me.
But she's in a relationship now. She told her man because the tried to be friends with her man, and she was like,
Wait, who is this?
And I guess she knew his baby moms. She was friends with his baby moms, and he told her.
Oh, he's a snitch, bro.
Yeah, he's a snitch, bro. He's a snitch. But nonetheless, here's the real question for you.
Yeah.
If you were trying to talk to a guy and he blocked, then you meet his fine homeboy. Would you even shoot your shot?
He blocked me. I shot my shot. He blocked me.
Blocked you.
And then I meet his friend.
Fine. What'd you say? Charlie says fine shit.
Fine shit. Fine shit. Okay, so, and then I meet his friend.
Fine.
Am I around him or I meet him separately?
Separate.
And it happens to be his friend? Nah, you blocked me. I tried. You said no. And now I've met your friend, totally independent of you.
Yeah.
And I shoot my shot again. And if he receives,
Yeah.
it is received.
Now, is he wrong for them
Blocking
like, oh,
you?
yeah, that's the same girl that was just da-da-da-da-da.
Well, that would be the main thing which would stop me from shooting my shot with the friend, is the fear of the that we failed the talking stage or whatever it may have been, his opinion on it. Because guess what? Shut your mouth, but I know you won't because this is your friend and I don't really want you talking about me. So I may just forego the whole activity
Yeah. A man is not doing that.
at all.
Friend or not.
Nah. That's the way Chase's swim coach looked at you. He was like,
It was like, you keep blocking my shot. It's about to roll over to your passenger seat.
Amazing.
Yikes.
I said, this is my friend Ashley. He looked like Ashley. I mean, I'll take either one.
Honestly. You guys don't really seem like you're into it, but if both of you would get down,
It's giving for sure.
we could be in the deep end.
Yeah, it's a no, bro. It's
a no.
That's funny.
If you guys are following Ask Ashley or us individually, but not following Dear Young Queen,
Yeah.
click that page. I'm not going to hold you. I was on a roll the other day.
There was one that you posted and I wanted to repost it so bad, but it was so messy that I was like, I cannot, but I want to.
The Dear Young Queen meme that I believe you were going to repost is,
Can you guess?
I hate when people say, guess what your ex is doing. No thanks. I had to do that while we were together.
That's the one. Because you don't know how many people would be like, oh my God, I saw, or oh, da, da. And I'd be like, nah,
Thanks.
I'm okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't even want to hear it.
Like, be for real.
I had to do this. I lived this.
For years. I'm actually quite happy to
What
not
does
give
it
a
say?
about
One
where
more
he
time.
is.
It says,
I hate when people say, guess what your ex is doing.
yeah,
No thanks. I had to do that while we were together.
yeah.
Yeah, that's a tough one.
It's a tough one.
It is tough.
But I didn't post it because I'm the bigger person. So
I love that for you.
Yeah.
What time is it?
it's question time.
What time is it?
It's question time.
Oh, that was a different time. I never heard that one before. Okay,
It's
switching it up.
serving energy.
Doesn't matter. Ricardo's going to edit it out anyway.
You ready?
Let's go get him.
What is a fun fact about yourself?
No.
Oh.
No. No.
That's the question.
I saw a meme on the internet last week.
Yeah.
Actually, I saw two that described this shit so perfectly. The first one was like, I would rather walk across a rug made of Legos upside down
Ouchie.
than try to figure out a fun fact to say about myself.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie.
And I've also seen one that says, why do people panic when someone says, oh, tell us your name, where you're from, and a little bit about yourself? And you're
Yeah.
like, holy shit, like you don't know yourself.
Imagine
You're like,
being the first person.
Oh shit, what do I do? And then someone's like, oh, I tap dance. You're like, they use tap dance. It's like you
That's
know
funny.
yourself better than anyone. Why is the pressure to share a fun fact so intense? It's this, it's the same pressure. This is crazy. It's not until now I realize this. You ever been on the phone and someone's like, do you have a pen? Oh shit.
The panic.
I don't. It's
Yeah.
like, it must be important. And I don't have a pen.
I feel like people don't say that anymore, though.
No, they don't. Like, they'll
But
say, can
yeah.
you write this down? Do you have
Yeah.
somewhere to write this
Yeah.
down? And now you pull up your phone.
And
But
be
like,
like, I'm driving.
Yeah.
I can't do it. I'm going to have to call you back. I'm sweating. Let me pull over. Hold on.
actually, like, can you just give me a second? I need to pull over.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
That's so funny. But I tend to ask you the questions that I can't answer myself because like you tend to be better. So I know you have a fun fact, bitch. And I know you don't panic.
I mean, my fun facts change depending on the room.
Yeah, but you have them.
So like golf is a fun fact in certain
Oh,
rooms, but like
okay.
it means nothing in other rooms.
Okay. So in the Ask Ashley podcast room, what's your fun fact?
I don't know.
Okay, fine. So
That
just tell me
question.
my question's stupid and move on. Bye.
My question's stupid.
Okay. Well, there we go.
Ashley,
Yeah.
who is an actor or actress that sucks and has zero range, but somehow keeps getting work?
The Rock.
Ooh, fine.
Done. Zero range. He essentially plays the same person over and over again.
What's that character?
Himself. Like, I don't know. Like, I'm not even sure he can act. Like, he's just being him over and over and over again. But he's like one of the highest paid movie stars or whatever you call them at this point. Not a fan.
What about Terrence Howard?
Interesting.
Now, I believe that Terrence Howard is not a bad actor. He's a good actor.
Yeah.
But he plays the same
Same
role
role.
to me. That has been Ike Turner
Yeah.
in every movie. He's been
Yeah.
like the
slightly like suppressive, like
yeah
yeah,
tough ass
Yeah.
husband boyfriend.
Yeah.
manipulator.
Yeah,
Like
maybe
Terrence
drinks too much.
Yeah.
Like, not really sure.
puts his hands on bitches. Like
Yeah.
Terrence Howard.
Yeah, you're right. I can't think of an actress, but I do believe that The Rock kind of sucks and plays the same role.
Over and
He's
over
like
again.
kind of trash. And I, in fact, think he can't act, and I think that's who he is.
Got it.
Done.
Done. Your turn.
Okay. Here's a question for you.
I'm right here.
Have you ever taken credit for something that you did not do? And if so, what was it? I actually experienced this today, and it made me quite mad.
No, I think I have the opposite problem. And that I don't.
Take credit.
I should probably take more credit
Yeah.
for shit. Like, legitimately. Should take way more credit. But I also feel like I'm someone that's like inspired or leans on people for feedback or whatever. So oftentimes I feel like my participation in something was that.
Yeah.
Like maybe that was just the spark you needed
Yeah.
to go.
You're like a conversation starter. You're like a sparker.
Yeah. Like, So for me, I don't want the credit. I want you to go and do whatever. So no, I would like to. I had put up a post probably around the election when Obama went on the pivot. I went with Amber to a Kiafa screening for the Black quarterback. And had basically ended up connecting the guys from the pivot to a friend of mine who works with the Obama campaign.
Okay.
They had like kind of knew each other, but I sat at the table and like gassed the experience and what should happen and all these things. And they're like, yeah, all right, connect us. Kind of like not super interested. Like we're a non-political podcast.
Okay.
And so I talked to the person putting it together after and I was like, you know what? I really think Obama is the move here. And he's like, I don't know if their camp is into it, blah, blah, blah. He was able to make it work. And when he was when the team was ready, he was like, hey, can you connect me? I was like, yeah, no problem. Not thinking about it. Connected them. He hit me on the way to set to record the episode. And he's like, hey, I just want to let you know this is happening. And then the day before the episode came out, he messaged me and he was like, yo, the episode comes out tomorrow. And I was like, yo, congrats, you did it. And he was like, no, you did it.
Yeah.
And I was like, because I wasn't in the rooms or making the negotiations,
Yeah,
but
you
like I
feel-
put the whole play together. But that's just how my brain works.
Yeah.
So I was happy for that reminder that he gave me that was
Yeah.
like, yo, take some credit for this.
And shout out to him for giving you the credit because so many people don't.
Most people won't.
Yeah. Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Yeah, I think I actually should figure out how to take some more credit, to be
I love
honest
that
with
for
you.
you.
And in 2025, it might be the time.
The time is now.
Definitely is. Okay, last question. Is it last question, right?
Yeah. Because you dodged my first one. You said it was trash, which I'm fine.
Ash, are you quicker to blame or to take accountability?
Interesting. I am quick to blame someone. But I also don't have a problem taking accountability in a situation.
I don't think you're a blamer.
You don't? I know I'm an accountability taker.
I think you are a delayed accountability taker.
What does that mean?
Well, you avoid the point where you would have to take accountability.
Yeah. Well,
Right.
avoiding it is always first. But if I'm confronted with it, I will take accountability.
For sure. So that's why I'm like, you don't blame, you'll just avoid.
Yeah, that's true.
Like
You're
you've
absolutely
never
right.
really come to me and been like, it's his fault. It's this person's fault. It's her fault.
Yeah, I might be like, what do you think? Because I'm super non-confrontational and tend to not call people out on their shit. I think maybe it's an internal dialogue that I feel all the time.
Yeah.
So in my head, I'm like, oh, I blame people, but I'm probably not actually blaming them out loud.
Whatever your issue is, you don't share.
Yeah.
And-
That's why for me in my head, I'm like, oh no, I blame. But it's all internal dialogue that I have with myself.
And then the accountability piece is not necessarily taking accountability for the actions. You'll be like, well, I'll just take accountability for changing it so it doesn't happen again.
Yeah.
Like, even if somebody f***ed up something at work, you would not blame them for the job. You would be like, it's just so annoying. And now I have to.
Yeah. You're right.
She f***ed up and she's wrong. And I never heard you do that.
No.
Well, I can't do this because so-and-so did this. I guess that's a blame. That's where I have to do this because so-and-so did this.
Yeah.
Might be the only
The
realm.
closest thing. What about personally? In my relationship, I feel like
You just got to this place.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
He was just annoying or disrespectful or whatever. But
Yeah, you're right.
you don't blame. That's wild. I never thought about that. I will, bitch, I'm blaming. I'm late because this Uber driver. Da 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 da. Now, if you're late, it's gonna be 4 things. You're not pointing out the one thing. Yeah. You're like, well, first of my alarm, Chase was up till whatever. And then by the time I got in the Uber, I did like.
And I was so tired. I could not sleep last night. And then I got in the Uber and he was driving slow and like.
But it wouldn't start as I got in the Uber and he was driving slow.
Going here first or making excuses for my own behavior prior to trying to blame someone else. Yeah, you're absolutely right. And guess what?
You're going to start blaming the
2025 is about blaming, setting boundaries. You're not about to play with me. I'm pointing everything out.
I'm crying. That's crazy.
That is actually interesting. It's an internal dialogue that I have, and I don't speak on things. That's just how I deal with stuff.
Interesting.
Yeah. So.
And one day will be my responsibility and not everybody else's. I'll blame.
Yeah.
Like, I got in the Uber at this time. There's no reason he could not have gotten me to the airport by this time. There was no traffic.
You should have gotten the Uber 15 minutes before.
All he had to do was go 10 miles more above the speed limit.
Yeah.
And he could not. Meanwhile,
Ash is the queen of blame. She plays the blame game.
But I do self-reflect later.
Yeah, you do.
Like,
so we're like opposites.
Yeah. No, I think you are accountability. I still don't know that I'll take the accountability. I'm saying I self-reflect.
Oh. Your accountability.
I'm still not leaving 15 minutes early for the airport.
No.
Yeah, accountability.
You figure it out still. But I received that possibly I could have done something different, but no.
No. I'm just I need a better driver. It's because
I need to do a better job. Next time it's black, not comfort.
You think I've had that. That has literally been before I came here.
Yeah.
I was like, man, an 8 a.m. flight is dead rush hour traffic.
Mm-hmm.
I need a driver that's reliable.
Yeah.
Because it's his fault if I don't make it. Even though I have an hour to 45 minutes to check my bag, I just want to get there with 47 minutes.
Yeah. And I think my lack of being able to call people out on their shit or blame them is also why I feel the need to control a lot of situations. Even like driving to the airport. 9 times out of 10, I am driving myself to the airport because there has been times when I've been in an Uber and I've been late because the Uber driver did something stupid. And so now I just avoid it because I don't want to deal with it.
Yeah. What does it cost to park at the airport a day?
It's not crazy. An Uber to the airport from my house is like $200.
100%.
Yeah. And so like if I'm even like a 4-day trip, I do the valet too, where I essentially pull up to my gate, they come, whatever, and then they'll pick me up wherever. And it's about $39.95 a day.
You Stop it, Ashley.
I did a 4-day trip and it was like $230.
But you would have had to pay $200 to
There's
and
gratuity
back.
that they add to, you know what I mean? So it ends up being a little bit more, but like, nah, yeah, for sure. It's definitely cheaper. The only time it gets more expensive, I think, is like, yeah, if I'm going for like 7 days, okay, now it's a different thing. But like, that's few and far between. So I'll deal with that. And no. The valet at the airport is my dream come true.
Yeah, I was very impressed when I did it with you. I was like, "Ooh, I like C's.
It's cutesy.
It's cutesy, but not driving to Terminal 3 or 4 is not cutesy.
No,
that
American
talk
is
about
nasty
anxiety.
work. No, LAX is trash. It's awful.
It really is.
It is. It's really, really, really bad.
It's a bad airport.
It is. And they have to figure it out because we're hosting the Olympics in 4 years. And that's why they're doing all the shit and trains and all that.
They also need to figure out that LA exit parking lot.
Yeah, that's trash.
That is a terrible, horrific idea that unless you have enough money to get a black, so you're telling me someone is 78 years old, they got to walk to LA exit to get an Uber?
That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
It's nuts. And a lot of airports, you have to go somewhere, but we're talking over a bridge
it's like into the parking garage or
they
whatever.
can maybe stop for a second, stop for a second.
No, LAX makes you get on like a whole like.
Bro, you have to cross 4 streets, like at 4 different stoplights. And every corner has those raised yellow bumps. And when you're carrying luggage, and you're like,
So do they have like a shuttle bus too, or
You can take a
but
shuttle
you're
bus.
waiting? It takes forever.
Well, bigger than that. If you are at United, which is Terminal 7, the bus is always full by the time it gets to 7.
Oh, yeah, no,
So basically, by the time it gets to 7, only 10 people at a time can get
Yeah.
on it.
no.
Like, at least you could have one that stops at 1 through 3, one that stops at 4 through 7.
I would pay any amount of money to know that someone is meeting me with my car when I get out of the airport. It's honestly like such a good feeling.
Yes, for someone that travels a lot.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I'm tired.
Me too. Exhaustido.
Let's get some sleep.
Good night.
Until next time, girl.
Bye.
Bye.